So check this out. It says Biden's approval tops 60% in new poll. So this is crazy numbers you're talking about. And the main question I have to ask simply is why? Why is it that a supermajority of Americans are approving of what Joe Biden is doing right now? So it says President Biden is starting his tenure in White House with the approval of 61% of voters, according to a new Harvard Capps Harris poll survey released exclusively to The Hill on Monday. Biden's initial approval numbers markedly higher than those of former President Trump when he first took office. First Harvard Capps Harris poll survey of Trump's presidency, conducted in February 2017, showed his approval rating at 48%. Only about 39% of respondents said they disapprove of the job Biden is doing in the White House, according to the poll. It explains that there's a relatively wide partisan divide in early perceptions of Biden's presidency, with an overwhelming majority of Democrats approving of his job performance and most Republicans disapproving. Still, nearly one-third of GOP voters, 31%, said they approve of Biden's handling of his job. So, what I think is going on here is a combination of two factors. He's getting this huge boost because a 61% approval is actually really high. It's pretty difficult. The only time you really see presidents able to hit those kinds of numbers is like a post 9/11 time where everyone's rallying together. And so that is similar to what's going on right now, actually. These are two very similar situations, especially since Trump just got removed. So I think it's a combination of the media doing a lot of manufacturing consent. They've been doing some ridiculous levels of state propaganda, like CNN just wetting themselves over, Biden's supposed empathy and love and all this stuff. It's some stuff you'd see in North Korea, pretty much. But I think part of it has to do with people just being happy that Biden is actually out of office. And then the other part is probably people hoping that Biden will do something. And lastly, and probably most importantly, is the manufacturing consent that the media is doing. So the media really controls the narrative. And what you saw with Andrew Cuomo was somehow Andrew Cuomo, who's governor of New York, got this reputation as being some kind of great response, when in reality his state had the worst response, and it was largely due to a delayed response by him. And now there's an investigation into him, like taking old people out of hospitals, putting them in nursing homes, basically leading to mass deaths in nursing homes due to COVID. Now he's basically turning into a wannabe dictator by trying to pick the person investigating him. That's dictatorship 101. So the power of manufacturing consent is just so strong. Joe Biden has done nothing real. He hasn't really done anything, actually. We saw that they're opening the first child migrant facility. We see that Biden has failed to really do anything about what's going on with Amazon and unionization. We have also seen that he is not fighting for $15 minimum wage in any serious way whatsoever. Pretty much all of the serious progressive promises he's made, he's already broken. He's done nothing on student loan debt. So in this kind of situation, we need someone like an FDR. You need someone who's really going to revolutionize the system, pass $15 minimum wage, expand healthcare access in some serious way. Medicare for all would obviously be the best. But, you're asking me, well, what should have Joe Biden done? Joe Biden should have he should have had Kamala Harris just simply say, no, we're not going to take the Senate parliamentarians' advice on the $15 minimum wage. And if Kyrsten Sinema and Joe Manchin are to, say they're not going to vote for it, you know what you do? You get yourself together, you get all of the Democrats in Congress together, and you bully the shit out of Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema, put pressure on them, and force them to vote yes, ostracize them, threaten to ostracize them. That's what a great president does. That's what LBJ, FDR, that's what all these guys did. They fought in the face of hurdles and obstacles. They fought through them, and they broke through them. So he should have canceled at least some student loan debt. The whole idea was 10. I guess now he's not doing any. He should have done 50 at least. But now, it looks like he's not doing any. He should have done that. He should have got $15 minimum wage in. And that's stuff that already is kind of like half measures. So we're not even getting the half or like 1/3 measures that we were hoping for. So he's been a colossal failure so far. And the real opportunity with all three, You know, you've got both houses of Congress and you've got the executive. So you've got the legislative branch and you've got the executive branch. This is your chance, and he has failed. So the fact that he's at 60% really just goes to show you the media's power and just, I don't know, it's just brainwashing, I guess. I mean, the guy has been a colossal failure.